Alright, guys, and bringing you the second round of the Grandmaster Challenge round robin. The way the second round works is that it's another round robin between the top 4 players that took the top 4 spots. In the first round robin, that's Cinnamon, Ice, Sakouke, and Afo. Afo was 3rd, so Sakouke was 4th. The way this works is that the player who won the set in the first round ends up taking the advantage or the game difference that they had the first time as an advantage in the second set they play. So since Ice won 7-5 the first time these two played, he ends up taking a 2-0 advantage going right into this in this first to 10 set. Let's get right to it. Cody versus Cammy. Sakouke had played Ibuki the first time these two went up against each other. Ice had managed to block the Vortex pretty well that time. I managed to handle it quite nicely. Cammy, probably a tougher matchup for Cody with her higher walk speed and her pressure honestly being harder to escape, even if Ice gets the right block. He managed to block the cross up short. No dive kick attempt there by Sakouke, but he's trapped himself in the corner. Ice not being very proactive about it, but either way manages to find his anti-air, knowing that Sakouke would jump at some point. Oh, he let out a button on the EX Cannon Strike, eats a lot of damage and a lot of stun. Sakouke waiting before he tries to close the distance. His foot trying to actually footsie with the standing roundhouse, not something he usually does. Oh, does a bit of a surprise dive kick there on Ice. Tried to reset into the EX. Either way, managed to stick into a throw. Oh, he would have been able to just continue into chip damage there. Either way, decided to hop over and just hit him low. First round goes to Sakouke. Ice trying some bad stone zoning. Good anti-air ruffian kick. Oh, DP without any meter. That's a lot of courage right there, especially with Cody's damage capabilities on the punish. Ice trying to play careful, managed to stick his way in. Oh, that was ambiguous, but good blocks. Ice waiting for his opportunity, jumps in with fierce. It has that way where it lifts up most of Cody's hurt box away from harm, making it a little harder to anti-air if you're not ready to DP it. Nice neutral jump. Sakouke just kept trying to walk forward. Seemed like he kind of crossed himself up, even though I don't think that move does cross up. Does not, rather, I meant to say. Okay, managed to get his way in with a throw. EX Cannon Strike, of course. What else would Cammy do? And manages to FADC the EX Zonk into Ultra. That's going to be the round. Ice usually an Ultra 2 Cody player, but that Ultra is definitely not going to see much use against Cammy. I definitely applaud the decision to use Ultra 1 instead of 2 here. A little bit of zoning here. Crack kicks his way in, trying to avoid any low pokes. But with Sakouke showing the tendency to use standing roundhouse more, that might not be Ice's best means of approach. A lot of Cody players use it just because it kind of makes up for his pretty bad walk speed. Oh, doesn't complete his combo, but manages to get a reset situation here. Not much going for either player. Good throw tech by Sakouke. Typically a pretty hard player to throw. Oh, managed to find his way in, but it wasn't a counter hit, so he couldn't combo. Oh, just DPs. I like how he's doing a lot of that just to keep Ice on his toes, and even when he doesn't have the meter for the FADC, it'll force Ice to be more careful with his pressure, potentially making him more passive. Again, there it is. A good bad spray to prevent any mix-ups. Caught the overhead with the EX Cannon Strike. It's probably could have been curtains for Ice here. He does have an opportunity if he manages to land a heavy kick ruffian FADC into Ultra. It's going to be pretty hard. Sakouke should not be trying to give him any opportunities. That could have been it, and not for Ice. Could have been it for Sakouke. Just if Ice had reacted with a heavy kick ruffian. Guys jump in. Sakouke trying to run out the clock. Nope. He feigned running out for the clock and then decided to go right back in with the spiral arrow. First game to Sakouke, so the score is now 2-1, putting in the aggregate from Ice's advantage from the previous set. Okay, not much going there for the tick throw. Considering how much Sakouke techs throws, I would like Ice to go for more frame traps. Oh wow, I did like his neutral jump on the dive kick there. Oh, he gotten in, but didn't hurt his damage. that is all Cody has is his frame traps and damage, and if Ice is getting neither, he's going to be in big trouble down the line in this set. Oh, good light kick, uses its speed to force the reset situation. I went for the cross-up light, but Ice managed to backdash out of the way just in time. Good overhead that time, but as we saw in the first match, the risk with the overhead is it could get caught if Cammy just decides to jump and dive kick it. Alright, so we got some good damage. What's his mix up here? Oh, he went for the dive kick instead of the cross-up short. Bad situation for Ice. Tries to bad spray, anticipating that Sakouke would dive kick in front of him, but no dice. Gets caught on the other side. Nice, there's that heavy kick ruffian anti-air. Not quite the right distance for the medium kick ruffian to connect afterwards. Nice anti-air with the bad stone. I mean, he was throwing it just in case, and it worked out for him. There's the knockdown, no quick rise. Oh, he tried to go for a crouch light kick, immediately gets caught by EX dive kick. Sakouke does those so much that I definitely don't see the reason for Ice to be throw teching with low kick so much, low light kick. Oh, nice cross-up attempt, but got himself cornered. There's the DP. Sakouke smells blood in the water. He's going for it. Oh, right into the corner himself instead. And no anti-air there by Ice, but it's always tricky to anti-air a dive kick character. Oh, got the cross-up. Just a chain of lights. And that's it for the second round of this match. 2-2. Sakouke seems to have made some adjustments to his game plan against Ice's tendency. Strong anti-air tendencies and usually pretty strong anti-air game. He's been varying up a lot whether or not he dive kicks or goes for cross-up shorts when he jumps at that exact distance where the anti-air can be tricky. And he's been getting a lot of rewards for it. Good stuff. And he's actually been keeping his EX dive kicks pretty decently tricky, managing to land quite a few of them so far. Oh wow, he tried to interrupt the spin knuckle but did it too late. Its invincibility runs out sooner than you think, typically. It looks like it runs out when she lands. It runs out actually just a little bit before that. So you can hit her as she lands and then proceed to just punish with whatever combo. Nice, the light kick again to stop the air here. Oh, that's going to be big damage. Okay, no quick rise prevents himself from falling into the cross-up setup by Ice. His frame trap is a little too slow. Cammy does have 2 3-frame buttons with which to get out of that kind of pressure. The X cannon strike tries to tick throw that time. Nice with the standing roundhouse. Makes it a lot harder for Ice to approach when he's got that wall in front of him. Oh, doesn't combo, instead just goes for a throw. Ice seems to be lacking confidence in his combos right now. He hasn't converted to opportunities, and that was an ultra that he missed right there. Managed to get the throw though. What's the setup? X cannon spike. Sakouke has had no fear with his DPs, and honestly, Ice hasn't given him much reason to have any fear. He hasn't blocked a single one as far back as I can count so far in 2 games. There's the back throw again. Goes for the dive kick. Oh, that was a nice neutral jump. It wasn't quite late enough to catch Sakouke on landing. There's the bad spray. Okay, combo opportunity is starting to get some momentum here. FADC, that's one you definitely should have seen coming over all the other ones so far. Oh, what? It seems like he was trying for a heavy kick ruffian, but got a crack kick instead. Oh, there's the heavy kick ruffian. No FADC to ultra though. The high five, made popular by Cross Tekken. Again, another throw tech by Sakouke. He's been doing well enough there. Oh, he crossed himself under after the Zonk Knuckle FADC. And he stopped the dive kick and crosses over on Sakouke's corner back throw attempt. Something he's pretty infamous for. And goes for the heavy kick ruffian, a little too slow that time, but pretty good jump arc there by Sakouke. If he continues to jump at that angle, it might actually become a bit of a trouble spot for Ice. Nice catches the throw tech attempt, but doesn't manage to convert his combo. Again, caught him after the dive kick with a jump fierce. But he hasn't managed to convert those opportunities into stuns so far. Nice EX Zonk FADC. He doesn't manage to keep up his pressure long enough. The stun for Cammy reducing now. There's the back throw. Ice manages to escape again. That's been the only issue when Sakouke goes for cross up short on back throw. It gives Ice just about enough time to backdash if Sakouke messes up. Okay, there's the back throw. Sakouke in the corner. Oh, he got the jump heavy kick, but nothing going. And does the bad spray. Oh my goodness, that bad spray got him into so much trouble, and at those angles, at the situation he was in, I really don't like that decision from his side. And now it's 3-2, Sakouke completely nullifies Ice's advantage.
It's the battle of the century! Fight!
And he's honestly just been making the right decisions. Ice hasn't in a lot of situations. He's been a little lacking in confidence as far as his combo conversions. Nice combo by Sakouke, no lack of confidence from him, especially with the DPs we've been seeing so far. Okay, good conversion there by Ice. Gets thrown after missing the cross-up. Can't into throw takes that up, not much going there, gets caught by the crack kick, trying to backdash out. Nice heavy kick Ruffian, what's set up on the knockdown. He was expecting a quick rise, that's what the overhead was for. Sakouke doesn't quick rise often, and Ice hasn't been adapting too well to that. There's the back throw again. Which way? Decides for the cannon strike this time. Keeps himself out of the corner. Got the cross up, but didn't complete his combo. Oh, tosses out the heavy kick. That does have a pretty big downwards hitbox, bigger than it looks in all honesty.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
Oh, he went for that neutral jump fierce to try to catch a dive kick. He messes up his combo, eats a lot of damage. But again, another DP. He's simply not scared, and Ice is simply not blocking. A little too eager to get his damage and try to make it count. And I can kind of understand that. It can, with how difficult it's been for him to get opportunities for big damage, I can kind of understand that. There's the X cannon strike again. Delays his tick throw a little bit to catch Ice off guard. Did the dive kick at a really ambiguous spacing. I don't even know, left or right. Either way, Sakouke on a roll here, 4-2. Isn't that win quote appropriate? Ice taking a minute to gather his thoughts. It's kind of taking his time to reassess the situation. Yeah, as we've been seeing, it's mostly been coming down to Sakouke being really confident, having a high level of confidence in his decisions and all the DPs he does. Ice not blocking doesn't help with that for his side, and he's been converting his damage decently enough, about 70 to 80% of the time. The few times that he has messed up, Ice has made him pay with some decent damage, but never managed to carry his momentum onwards for too long. And I understand the matchup difficulty plays into it as well, but at the very least, if you're going to play a difficult matchup, you're going to have to try to keep your decision making a little more strict as far as what you try to do. This hasn't come up too much, but I guess also in terms of anti-airing, you have to try to pick your spots for it, in the sense that since Cammy can delay herself and fake out against so many anti-airs, you have to try to gauge the effectiveness of, if you land this anti-air, what's in it for you, and if you don't, what's in it for her. And those situations typically go in Cammy's favor just because of the huge damage tilt that she can go on because of it. Yeah, Ice has already stepped away from the setup. He's kind of taking a few minutes to compose himself. I guess since we're here at the Riyadh scene, most of us haven't traveled to the larger tournaments, this is a level of pressure that not everybody's used to handling. So, as a TO, I guess I'm trying not to be too hard on people because of that, and in a typical tournament environment, a TO would have been yelling at Ice to get back to the station about 2 minutes ago already. He's only been gone for about, I'm checking the recorder here, somewhere around 2.5 minutes. I guess another thing throwing Ice's game off is that by comparison to the Ibuki matchup, as I was mentioning earlier, Ibuki's pressure, after you block some of her attacks, her pressure does kind of end and she's forced to try to footsie her way in. And with her slower walk speed as compared to Cammy, and her best trained on footsie is generally being with sweep, which if blocked can put her into a lot of trouble, especially if decides to commit to the target combo. As compared to Cammy, she has the standing roundhouse, she has some of the fastest walk speed in the game. Her throw game is stronger thanks to that. She has the 3-frame normals to complement it. Okay, Ice is back. And here we go. To reiterate, the score is 4-2 Sakouke. Ice had taken in the 2-0 advantage from winning 7-5 in their first set. Okay, looking a little pressure here. Nice with the frame traps. This is what he should be doing a lot more of. He should be just keeping a lot of tight frame traps. Sakouke the tech throws a lot, and that's going to be Ice's main way of getting damage here. There's the pressure. Tried to go for the cross up short. Nice slide by Ice to get underneath. The X-Cannon strike tried to delay the tick throw that time. Nice with the bad stone. He knew that Sakouke didn't have any X to try to catch with. Oh, can he juggle after that? I've never actually seen how that works after it hits out of the air. Nice gets over with the cannon strike, but not much going for him. Sakouke's starting to look a little stumped here. Trapped in the corner. Decent ambiguous attempt by Ice, but good blocks by Sakouke. And again with the tick throw, good tech by Ice. Actually, these two players, generally two of the hardest players to throw in this scene. Okay, delays his throw just a little bit. What's his setup here? Managed to get that super ambiguous cross-up medium kick. Converts offense or crouching jab. Takes the round.
Let's keep it up. Fight!
Alright, Ice taking his time and trying to find a spot to get in. Oh, again with the crouch fear, since EX bad stone, it prevents jump outs for sure thanks to the heavy block stun. Oh, there's the back throw. Cammy's favorite throw. Nice ambiguous dive kick. Again, just decides to go right after into EX cannon strike. And Ice trying to tech throw. Crouch tech, rather. Again, Ice manages to tech out, but all those techs basically tell Sakouke that he's going to get what he wants further down the line. Goes for the EX criminal upper finish instead of Ultra that time. He would have gotten a decent damage on the Ultra there. Keeps himself out of footsie range, but gets dashed in on, getting a little too patient, Ice. Gets tick throwed again. Throwed. My English. Oh, managed to get that dive kick. Ice trying to hit buttons a little too hard there. He has been trying to go for low shorts, just seemingly at the times where Sakouke is reading for them. Managed to crack kick over. It does have very, very short recovery, good for getting over lows. And one of the buffs is getting in Ultra, as far as I recall, is that it's airborne on the very first frame, which is actually going to make it pretty convenient for certain situations. There's the X cannon strike, but not much going afterwards. Again, just going for the throws. But once he has another EX, that's going to open up his game for dive kicks. He already used it, but managed to tick throw anyway. And again, which way? Ice managed to get out of the pressure. Oh, he should have had a punish on that. Barely missed it. Oh, managed to keep his cross-up short ambiguous there, stayed in the front. Gets out of the way of the spin knuckle instead of trying to interrupt. I guess his confidence in that was shaken after the last time he tried to do that. There's the forward pierce. Good blocks by Sakouke, good reactions. Nice with the anti-air. Sakouke gets in. This is still dangerous for Ice. He's got a pretty slender life lead. Head pretty much by one combo. Good bad stone. There's no meter for Sakouke to be able to get through that. Ultra is his only resource for that. And ticks his way in with a chip damage. Just like a quick light kick to the criminal upper.
Cody wins.
And Ice manages to get on the board, at least on this day, and now it's 4-3.
Fight!
Alright, Ice playing the spacing game here. Good heavy kick ruffian. Sakouke not jumping at the right distance that time. He just throws it that time, and Ice waits it out. Managed to get the big damage on the punish. Cammy almost stunned. And there it is. Finally, we get to see a stun. And Ice misses his combo, though. Oh, and he got the forward strong again, but doesn't convert afterwards. Either way, gets in with another crack kick. Sakouke trying to just walk forward and poke, but crack kick pretty fast, surprisingly fast for the amount of time it takes to go airborne. Max distance criminal upper can be pretty hard to punish at that range. Alright, again with the throw tech. The throw game between these two has been pretty decisive so far in deciding a lot of rounds. He's trying to throw a bad zone just at that angle where if Sakouke decides to dive kick, he's going to land on top of it. It seems like Sakouke is pretty well aware of that. Oh, what a cross up. Really good spacing there by Sakouke. Managed to get the throw afterwards. The setup after forward throw, not as strong as the setup after back throw, not by a long shot. Oh, managed to whiff punish the crack kick with the standing heavy kick. Sakouke responding pretty well to that last match. Again, putting up that wall. Nice anti-air with a standing heavy punch. Both of them pretty good anti-airs, surprisingly. At least against really deep jump-ins. And goes in with a light kick again for the air-to-air.
Pull out all the stops! Fight!
Sakouke looking much better that last round. Ice deciding not to mess with trying to do a heavy kick ruffian there. It wasn't necessarily clear whether or not he was going to have to deal with a dive kick. Sakouke still got another EX. There it goes. Tried to go for a frame tap and he charged fierce. Good punish on the DP. Ice finally starting to block those. He's going to get big damage here on the EX Zonk FADC. Almost at stun here. Oh, again, they tried to go for the throw to stun, but not much going there. Cammy's stun slowly disappearing. Here's the combo, and that little bit of time where he just waited instead of attacking, making all the difference. Nice FADC into Ultra. Ice starts not blocking again, and the one time he doesn't block, he eats the most damage for it. Big potential for Sakouke to complete his comeback here. Ice only has one EX meter. Oh, there's the focus, but he didn't quite manage to catch the counter hit frames. And he gets anti-aired. Really ill-advised jump there by Ice. It's not like Cody has any way to really influence his jump arc. And Sakouke reacts in time. It was a trade, but he managed to survive it, and he goes up 5-3. That's got to be heartbreaking for Ice. He had played well all the way up until that point where he got hit by the Cannon Spike FADC. He's got to gather himself though and just try to get through it. Easier said than done. Gets hit by that dive kick. Which way will Sakouke decide to attack? Oh, he tried to fake him out into hitting a button and then going for EX Cannon Strike. Ice not biting though. Oh, he got the jump in, but he hit too high for that forward strong. He's made that mistake a couple times already. I'm wondering what's going on with him as far as that's concerned. There's the EX Cannon Strike again. At this point, he's been using it a lot more just to get in and just try to get some free pressure. Right, there's a throw again. Tries to go for it again. Good tech by Ice, but his situation is pretty dire. He does have EX Zonk FADC Ultra, but even if he lands that, he won't even get the life lead. No combo conversion there. Could have at least gotten Ruffian. Ah, nice whiff punish again by Sakouke. He's been doing pretty well to react to crack kick with standing roundhouse.
Pick up the pace! Fight!
Ice looking more and more perplexed in the footsie game the better Sakouke is playing it. Oh, just straight spiral arrow. Hops over the bad spray, but doesn't convert his combo. Eats the damage again. Nice conversion there by Ice off the forward strong. Cammy getting pretty close to stun. Oh, managed to jump over with a short. Ooh, important FADC. He still wasn't out of the woods with the stun. Oh, gets hit by the crouching short, but not much else going Ice's way right now. There's the EX Zonk FADC, but doesn't do Ultra. He would have had another meter to spare, and he would have had Cammy pretty close to death. Now he's actually forced to try to find an opportunity for a combo or to poke his way through a lot of times, and Yeah, there it is. Gets caught by the dive kick in a really dire situation. Instant air EX dive kick. Gets caught trying to hit buttons, and Sakouke goes up 6-3 now. He definitely went for the better matchup. I like his pre-match strategy. Ice manages to frame trap his way in, but doesn't convert his combo again. Lots of drops happening from both sides right now. No anti-air by Ice. Always the question, will she, won't she? Nice whip punish again. Ice had been banking on Sakouke not to move with the overhead. Now Sakouke getting in pretty easily right now. He's been managed to find a lot of opportunities to get in, especially once he has the EX. He doesn't mind spending the meter just to get in, as long as he's at that range where he can just keep harassing Ice. Again with a standing roundhouse. That crack kick could have been whiff punished. Either way, managed to jump over. Caught Ice crouching for some reason. I wonder if Ice was trying to use crouching medium kick to try to slide underneath, get himself out of trouble. Nice with the heavy kick ruffian, dashes in, EXDP again. He managed to interrupt the spin knuckle correctly that time. Oh, there's the Bad Stone, almost got punished for it. Bad Stone heavy on startup, not so much on recovery. At level 2 focus, frame advantage. Not much of a frame trap attempt there, just a couple of quick jabs. We've got to get a little more courageous once he's in. But then again, Sakouke has been scaring him with those incessant DPs. Goes over with the cannon strike that time. He had tried to cross up with it. Looking pretty bleak for Ice here. Oh, there's the EX Zonk FADC, but no Ultra, misses it. It's about the third or fourth time that's happened. He's only landed that once so far. Tries to go in with crack kick, gets caught with a standing roundhouse, becoming a bit of a theme here. Sakouke goes up 7-3. Goes to the character select screen just to take some time to compose himself. He only registered Cody as a character for this tournament, so it's not like he has a counter pick available. And I guess measuring whether or not he's supposed to be able to counter pick now, we're still doing the 3-game rule as per Topanga World League. Starting at the game at which they play the set. I'd explain this to the players. They know when to counter pick if they need to. It's too much explanation to do right at this moment. Either way, we're going into this next game with a score at 7-3.
Are you ready? Fight!
Let's see if the color switch can at least give Ice a better psychological state in this. Immediately gets caught out at the beginning of the round, though. Still looking like shades of what we've been seeing throughout the set. Okay, gets underneath with a crack kick. Decent conversion off the crouching short. And again, now, okay, his frame trapping a little stronger now. Okay, here we go. This is the pressure that he needs to be doing. This is how he needs to play. And if he gets counter hit a couple times, it's okay. His damage output will be stronger out of those situations. As long as it doesn't get counter hit into a knockdown. Eats the cross up into the damage though. Nice by Sakouke. Instead of using the regular dive kick, he did the EX cannon strike, keeping himself on the ground, able to go underneath the neutral jump fierce, and managed to get with another EX cannon strike off a crouch stick situation. Oh, there's the Bad Stone immediately again. Ice started so many rounds with that. Sakouke almost getting a full punish. Good throw tech again. Doesn't interrupt the spin knuckle correctly. Nice, great anti-air with the Bad Stone into ruffian kick. And again, he's placing those in some pretty awkward spots for Sakouke to pressure. Ice is looking better this game, despite having lost the first round. Nice, converts off the counter head jab, reacted to it with crouch short and criminal upper. Gets caught out on the other side though. Again, Sakouke jumping over, kicking into throw. Another bit of a Sakouke special there, hopping over and then back throwing into the corner. Okay, gets the full combo there. Ice, which way is he going to go for the attack? Tries to go for a frame trap. He's frame trapping a lot with crouching short, which he's got to be careful at least of what frame advantage he does that in, just in case Sakouke decides to go for EX cannon strike. Either way, good catch on the landing with the crouching fierce. part. I don't know if you guys can hear me sticking a little bit there. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sick. Nice jump in there by Sakouke. Oh, nice with the crouching medium kick. He would have been trying to get under any attempts at aerials there, but honestly, probably a dive kick would have still caught it. A good throw attempt there by Sakouke. Managed to be successful with it. Decent catch by Ice, but a little bit too many jabs before the crouching short into upper. Goes for that conversion again, not confident in the ultra as we saw last game. Alright, playing a little bit of zoning with that stone. Nice with the crack kick through it at just the right time. That distance would have been tricky for Sakouke to try it. At least he didn't throw it at a whiff punish distance himself that time, not giving Sakouke the chance to roundhouse it. Nice anti-air. Rough situation here, gets back thrown. He's gonna be able to get out. Nice back jumps because Sakouke likes to jump at that distance a lot to either set up dive kick or cross up short. And Ice reacting to it by doing a jump back jab puts himself back in contention. It's now 7-4. Nice anti-air with the heavy kick ruffian. And again, no conversion. He wasn't too sure of the distance there. Either way, caught the whiff throw and managed to throw him right back. Again, no conversion off the crouching short. That time he was definitely at the right range. Okay, Sakouke managed to get in, uses his only EX meter, Ice blocking better, well, but not against those. Sakouke had reined them in a little bit, so he's probably going to have to start bringing them back just to force Ice to respect his wake-ups a little more. A good tech again by Ice, trying to make sure not to get forced into any hard knockdown situations. Nice crack kick again. He's keeping his crack kicks at a safer distance, where at the very least, Sakouke would be forced to either low profile or block. Nice, he gets a whip punish of his own on the standing heavy kick, starting to become a bit of a footsie mind game here. There it is, the ultra converts. Finally gets it back. And that's going to be the round for him. Ice slowly finding his footing again. Nice, there's the anti-air again. I tried to go for a meaty close fierce. Actually, that wasn't that meaty. It's still gets frame advantage, I think. I'm just guessing at that because Cody generally has frame advantage on a lot of his close stuff. There's the bad stone. He's throwing it at that distance where Sakouke is typically trying to whip punish the crack kick with his standing roundhouse. You can see the layers to the footsies continue to form as this set goes on. It's what happens in long sets where your plan A has to have plan B, plan C, and then plan C has to have a couple of plan A's, B's, and C's in and of itself. Managed to get the EX Zonk into FADC Ultra again. By the way, that was a combo into Ruffian. I just autopiloted there, my apologies. Oh, nice with the EX Cannon Strike, good stuff. Almost got the cross up that time, good blocks by Ice. He just got in on that focus. Ice has a bit of a thing he does where he does that focus at that max poke distance, charges it up to level 2, and then just dashes in right afterwards. But Sakouke decided not to wait it out, just dashed in and threw him immediately. Nice with the jump light kick for quick air to air, but gets himself pushed back towards the corner. Nice anti-air there by Ice, keeping Sakouke grounded as much as he can, all these little bits of damage. Not converting the combo, that would have been worth it for him to be in that corner to begin with after his original mix-up. Nice, the heavy kick ruffian conversion into big damage here. He was a little too far to get a full link off of that, but either way, what's a setup here? Good block. Green taps into crouching short and managed to take that match. Very last hit of the criminal upper. Now it's 7-5.
Are you ready?
Good stuff to Ice. Bringing it back. Now he's definitely got a chance. It was looking pretty bleak for him in the earlier matches. I guess he was potentially a little bit shaken by his loss to Afo earlier. Alright, he almost caught that dive kick coming down, but Sakouke doing it a little bit earlier that time, so that he's not recovering. Oh, he gets the jump on the stand heavy kick, but he didn't manage to get the full combo off of it. Good read by Ice, though. Oh, gets caught out that time, but he was hit too high. Sakouke trying his darndest to convert off those maximum height dive kicks, but not much going for him here. Okay, there's a throw. He's not going to get as good of a setup as he would like to, but either way, managed to continue the pressure, got teched out of his throw. Ice trying to do a fake bed stone to try to get a jump, but that ruffian FAGC, Sakouke started doing that jump at just the right distance. Nice conversion there by Ice, took a little step back, and Sakouke hit a button. Nice with the overhead. Another round to Ice. Sakouke had been doing a pretty good job of evading those so far, but it's been about 3 or 4 matches since Ice had done one. Nice anti-airs with the bad stone. Trying to play a little bit of a zoning game, but at that distance you would have had to calm it down just because of that, exactly, the FT10 cannon strike. There it is again. Now, no more meter for Sakouke. Ice can relax a little bit as far as his anti-air game is concerned. He only has to worry about normal cannon strikes now. Taking his time to find his chance to approach. He's got all the meter in the world. Ice gets underneath of the sweep. Good low profile. The anti-air again, pushing Sakouke towards the corner. There's the meter. He's got to be careful. There it is. Gets caught. Sakouke again not converting combos. His hit confirming his combo confirmations, I should say, are a bit on the weak side right now. Gets his stick throw, and decides to go for it again instead of going for any pressure. Ice hasn't been taking throws as well as he was before, so it's definitely looking like a bit of an exploitable weakness. Oh my goodness, such a good read. Ice had been jumping back with light punch to evade dive kicks. Sakouke counters it by jumping up and air throwing. It's a complete counter guess, but it works. Oh, he didn't manage to get out an anti-air in time. He definitely should have recognized that he didn't have enough time. Oh, great conversion off the counter hit low jab. It takes a lot to be able to just react to that counter hit Q, Chris Hu style. As that cannon strike comes in again with the pressure. There's a big throw again. Ice looking a little suspect in his throw tech game right now, but again, no combo conversion by Sakouke. He was already in recovery. I would have liked him potentially to try to go for ultra once he saw that there was a spin knuckle on its way. It definitely has a lot of active frames and recovery to work with, and well, not recovery, definitely a lot of active frames that you can ultra through. And Ice on the back foot here. Sakouke has the life lead. He's the one who tries to go in, tries for an ambiguous EX cannon strike that time. Ice has been doing pretty well to block those sudden cannon strikes. Hasn't been getting hit by them nearly as much. Yeah, he didn't have time to anti-air. Good recognition. It is that focus dash in again, gets caught out of it. Sakouke not going for chip, but throws the standing roundhouse, takes that game. Extends his advantage to 3 games again, 8-5. He's only 2 games away from taking this. He's taking a minute, and we're right back in. Nice with the crouching short to be able to catch the dash in. Goes for the overhead, but good blocks by Sakouke. He's only been hit by it once this entire set. He's doing pretty well to react to it. Good conversion off the forward strong. That was a really important backdash. He realized Sakouke was coming after his focus. Cody's backdash not very useful, but he managed to get some use out of it there. He tried to go for the cross-up short, but again, he did the timing all wrong, and Ice managed to escape. Again, he's probably going to need to mix in a couple dive kicks here and only to be able to keep up pressure. There goes the overhead again. He decided to try to move between the 2 hits. I'm not sure what that was about. Ice is not out of the woods yet. Cammy always capable of a comeback. Barely misses his anti-air there. Nice does the crack kick. I think Sakouke was trying to throw as soon as he got into that range.
What will happen now? Fight!
Oh, managed to get him, but an important trade there for Ice, who would have been eating a combo if not. Nice gets in with the standing roundhouse, but good by Ice to get right back at him with the crack kick. Okay, what's he gonna do on the knockdown here? There's the EX Sonic FADC, gets all that damage and the stun. He's not gonna be able to kill. Oh, he sets himself up. Oh, goes for the meaty, close, fierce, good stuff. And the one time Sakouke didn't DP.
Cody wins! The battle has begun! Fight!
Good stuff to Ice, brings the score back to 8-6. Sakouke hasn't been doing too many cannon spikes in the past few games. Oh, that was it. I guess I'll call it the Ice special now, to focus at poke range to charge the level 2 dash in. He thought he was going to be able to focus the roundhouse, but it wasn't quite at the right range. Okay, Ice managed to escape that knockdown situation. He has been doing pretty well, at least as far as escaping those is concerned. Sakouke not converting again. His combo game has been completely off balance for quite a few matches. Good conversion by Ice. His combo game is looking fine so far, at least in the past few matches. Crack kick to get in. Sakouke tries to escape by doing damage. Oh, there's that heavy kick ruffian. Sakouke's jumps have been at such good distances to be able to evade that. Blocks the cross up, but again, it's what happens afterwards that matters. Great cannon strike. Managed to get over the crouch tech attempt, and success to Sakouke. First round goes to him. There's the heavy kick ruffian, good end here that time. Sakouke not getting his distances right. There's the EX Zonk, and just immediately into EX Criminal Upper. Nice, I've never seen him do that. I'm pretty sure I knew that combo works, but it's just that I've never seen him do it around us. Cammy almost at stun here. Oh, that back throw is going to take her out of the woods, and which way? Okay, good block, and Cammy's back in the corner. Really low EX cannon strike to the ground, catches anything Ice would have thrown there. I guess he doesn't like trying to crouch tech with any of Cody's other buttons because they don't reach all that high. And this is looking pretty bleak. It's looking like a potential comeback for Sakouke here. Ice in a lot of trouble. Oh, manages to EX Zonk FADC. And in most situations against Cody, you really don't have much reason to block on wake up. And I guess because of that, Sakouke just kept trying to go in. That was the one time that Ice managed to make something of that situation. And Nice manages to get that maximum distance conversion with the crouching short. One of the big perks of that move, cancels into so many of Cody's specials from such a long range and still combos. It gets over with the cross up short and manages to reverse the corner situation, but backs off instead of trying to continue the pressure. There's the X-Zonk FADC. It's back thrown on his own dash in. This could potentially be a bit of a turnaround here. Okay, good throw tech to escape. Nice converts enough damage off the crack kick. Gets caught by just a seemingly random spiral arrow. Oh no, here she comes. As that pressure gets hit by the two dive kicks, gets hit by the both trying to jump right at him. He doesn't interrupt that spin knuckle. And again, just gets hit trying to interrupt it, and oh my goodness. That is heartbreaking. That's got to be incredibly disappointing for Ice, and he had that completely in the palm of his hands. Kept making incorrect decision after incorrect decision. It wasn't really a vortex round, but more so than Ice kind of running into moves over and over. Good stuff to Sakouke for basically noticing the weakness and continuing to go for it. And it's now 9-6 to him. He only needs to win one more game. backs out of throw range and tries to go back in with the X cannon strike. Air throws again. He hasn't been going to that too often. The situation for it to happen hasn't been coming up all that often, but at least that's twice he's gotten it, and it's a good reminder to Ice that he can't just try to escape from dive kicks. There's the X cannon strike, good block. Decent damage there for Ice, and he just goes into the criminal upper. Cammy's quicker buttons don't reach very far. Goes for the FT10. That was pretty important. Would have been punishable. Comes back with a light punch. Takes the trade. No problem. Honestly, when I look at that trade, I'm wondering why he's not going for that read a little more, considering that the trade with the X cannon strike isn't that big a deal. You knock Cammy down, and she doesn't knock you down, and you cost her a meter. That back throw into the corner. Which way is Sakouke gonna go? Goes for the cross up short, putting himself in the corner, but he'll take it for that damage. Damage in the stun racking up. Goes for the dive kick that time. Well, there it was, but the big trade really important for Ice. It basically keeps him alive in this round. But it's going to be really difficult for him to make up all this life, especially since just all this hit from Cammy when she keeps doing dive kicks. Goes for the EX. Worth it to him to be able to take that round.
This is the last round. Fight!
Nice, there's that heavy kick ruffian again. Oh, nice, jumps after him, manages to put him back on the ground. Good combo conversion there into the ruffian. And managed to stun him with the EX Zong. Full combo into criminal upper, goes for the damage rather than the EX ruffian kick and post knockdown setups. Either way goes right afterwards for the EX Zonk FADC. Would have had an advantageous situation afterwards. And Ice takes this game to make it 9-7. He's only got a 1-game error leeway, but he's still capable of doing this. Tough matchup, tough opponent, but he can still do this. Goes for level 2 focus, backdashes instead of trying to get in. Potentially anticipating Sakouke to be matching a cannon spike. I don't know. Nice anti-air with the standing fierce. Just jumps over into a back throw, and there's the cross up short. Ice has been letting his blocks go on that a little bit. Nice by Sakouke. Really strong round from him so far. Gets the stun. Does a back throw instead of anything that would have gotten him some meter on the end of that round. He does like to throw opponents towards the corner as much as he can. Ice only has this round left on which his entire tournament is hanging. His entire set, I should say. This isn't an elimination tournament. Nice, goes for the sweep. We haven't seen a single sweep this entire set. Focus backdashes, anticipating Sakouke trying to come in after his focus. Gets the cross up short again, and Sed decides to throw him into the corner. Good stuff. Goes for the empty jump low. Sakouke bringing out extra layers of mix-ups where he had not before at just the right time. Again, he'd gotten the shorts and decided to go for a throw instead, and he's going for those mix-ups that Ice is just not blocking now. Goes for the spiral arrow in the footsies, manages to catch him. It was a decent guess considering how much Ice have been trying to go in with crack kicks and focus attacks at that distance. Sakouke manages to take this set home 10-7, overturning the 2-0 advantage. Really utilized a lot of good tools, especially a standing roundhouse, to nullify Ice's footsie game. Good stuff to both players. It was a pretty exciting set. Good for Ice to start making his way back in. Sakouke manages to keep his momentum going. Congratulations to him. Hope you guys enjoyed watching.